show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
Philadelphia Phillies.
With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Nick Pivetta will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
He's running. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Moses, the runner at second with one away. Two and two. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a break.
Count is 3-2.
Full count, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Batting fourth,
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, number 56. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Alford going back on it, and that one is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his first homer so far in the series, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. His second home run of the series, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead. Brett Phillips.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that...
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brannon moves over, and that retires the side. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Steven Matz is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well.
Leading
The
off
bat
for the
will
Phillies.
continue to get better.
Center fielder, Pete James.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Moses is there. 1 down.
Batting second baseman, Ben Salgado.
Stepping up to the plate, Ben Salgado. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Heading after it is Phillips, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second. Too low, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. There's one. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jeremy.
Next to the plate for the Phils, Jeremy Brannon.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia gloves it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are striding in. Domingo Santana. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. James ranging back. Still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. His second home run of the series, and the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And they get the out at first. Score it 1-2-3 on the putout. And now let's see if he's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, into the box now, Anthony Alford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Bond rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is cut to 4 now.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high.
To first. Dietrich has it. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Pete James. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Now batting, second baseman.
In now, Ben Salgado.
He did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Grounded to third. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the Brewers 5 and the Phillies 1. Neil Johnson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 9, Neil Johnson.
Here's the 2-1 home. A high fastball is in there.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes,
and this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
it's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Phillips is on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. Digging in, Byron Bond. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Byron Bond.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And that is going to cost him a run as he'll scamper home on the wild pitch.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
At the plate, Anthony Alford. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Santana moves over, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yexel Rios will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Greg Allen will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 53.
Stepping in, Christian Bethancourt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Popped him up. Salgado has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Jesse Winker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 39, Jesse Winker.
Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
We'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, second baseman, Ken
At the plate,
Moses.
Ken Moses. First delivery to him on the way. Little dribbler up the first baseline. The second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1, and it's David Hernandez. Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
David Hernandez.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 5 and the Phillies 3. Mark Leiter has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Mark Leiter.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
36, Matt Barnes.
Now the payoff pitch home comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
The left fielder, number 23, Jeremy.
Digging in, Jeremy Brannon. Another 1-2 delivery. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it scored a wild pitch.
Crawford.
The mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Josh Hader enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. From the stretch. And there's a base hit on the line. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
Boy, talking about picking a teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside, stayed through the baseball, was able to come through.
Jacob Barnes takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt.
Softly hit out to short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Nighttime shot of Philadelphia City Hall as we're back for the 9th inning from Citizens Bank Park. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Zach Curtis will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Christian Arroyo is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to check.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Swing and a liner, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran. Standing in now, Christian Bethencourt. Swinging a ground ball to third. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it 7-4.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
The 1-1 home is laid off of down and in.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Line drive to center field. James, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for Milwaukee, second baseman,
Edubray Ramos enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
For the Phillies, number 61, Edubray Ramos.
And there he goes towards second. Bounce it to the left side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. The throw to third. And he is in there.
That was a well.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 count and the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count. The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, 1 swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Striding into the box, Domingo Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Joseph is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting.
So
Number
here's the
56.
cleanup hitter, number 56. Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now in the box, Mike Moustakas. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1. Hard on the ground toward short. Crawford gloves it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Brett Phillips will bat next. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Smoke toward third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Garrett, the right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Stepping into the box, Pete James. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer here in the series as they've cut this deficit down to 4. it misses. It's ball one. He was a double play victim last time around. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that'll keep the inning alive for Tommy Joseph.
That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Salgado is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And the Brewers are a step closer. They've advanced to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.